The Edinburgh Vaults, a dark series of chambers and passageways built underneath the city of Edinburgh, once home to thieves, murderers, witches, and body snatchers. But today, it's home to us, this paranormal life, as we explore the Edinburgh Vaults. All right, we are right here in the heart of the city. Right below us are the actual vaults themselves. Our tour guide is getting ready to take us down underground. I'm excited. We've actually got a ton of great ghost hunting gear. We've got an EMF reader. You can hold on to that one, actually.
Thank you.
We've also got the spirit box right here. Oh shit, we're moving, we gotta go, come on. These vaults were created back in 1788 and designed to be storerooms for the businesses above. However, by the 1800s, the vaults were abandoned by businesses and filled with brothels, illegal breweries, gambling dens, with criminals, murderers, witches, and soon, 2 podcasters. All right, we're just about to head into the vaults. This is it, we're down by South Bridge. The vaults are right below us right now. It's time to put on my incredibly high-tech paranormal investigator head cam. What the f***? This is way scarier than I thought it was going to be.
I've got nothing so far.
The most famous figure reportedly seen in the vaults is known as the Watcher. Or Mr. Boots, but that's not as scary. The Watcher used to be a night watchman way back in 1788, but when the vaults were abandoned, he was fired from his job, and the legends say that he took his own life down here in the vaults. All right, kid, are you feeling anything? Are you sensing anything?
I guess I knew what I was expecting, but being down here it is visceral, it is real.
I was expecting a bit of a temperature change when we got down here. Didn't realize that change was gonna be hot as shit. Those are real candles. It is boiling. We are in hell.
Normally the temperature goes down when there's a ghost in the room.
I would beg for a little bit of poo rain right now, just to drop the temperature.
I would sip on it like a gerbil in a cage.
The EMF reader wasn't really picking anything up, but it wasn't long before we did get our first scare. Did you hear that? Spiders!
He said that there might be an entity who lives in one of the corners. See if we can get it on camera.
We took a series of photos down in the vaults, but after examining every one, there was still no sign of paranormal activity or the Watcher. So we switched things up and took out our newest piece of paranormal investigating equipment, the spirit box.
We're loading up the spirit box and see what we can get.
Mr. Watcher, can you hear me? I'm sorry you lost your job and killed yourself. There was probably a way healthier way of dealing with that. Have you heard of a service called BetterHelp? Even while calling out, the radio signal wasn't returning anything strange, until we entered one of the Watcher's favorite rooms. What you're about to hear is a direct recording from the spirit box right when we called out to Mr. Boots.
Mr. Boots? What the f*** was that? The radio's going nuts.
At this point, we were starting to get a little claustrophobic, so with all of our footage in hand, it was time to head back to headquarters to examine the evidence. Alright, first off, our lovely guide, Shannon, kind of took us through the rooms one by one, told us a little bit about the history of the vaults. While we were in the second room of the tour, Kit and Phil and I were at the back. She was monologuing, telling us a few stories about people that they've seen in the vaults. I heard a noise coming from the room behind us, the empty room that we'd just come from. I have the clip right here. I'm gonna play it once, and Kit, see if you can hear what I heard from this clip.
The Sinclairs, they remained in that submerged tomb until the 1820s. The lower lock, it was drained to make way for Waverley Station.
Did you hear that? That's literally what it was. But
a ghost stubbed his toe.
Just in the room behind, I heard, ah! I'm gonna play it a few more times, just in case you missed it in that first recording. Listen out for an ah.
The lower lock, it was drained to make way for Waverley Station.
There it is! Once again, isolated in case you missed it.
It is unmistakable, ladies and gentlemen.
There was a scream. I turned around and looked in that room. There was no one there. There was one other piece of paranormal evidence that we did manage to gather.
Mr. Boots. What the was that?
Crazy stuff.
So you could hear Rory cycling through frequencies. That's that kind of like rhythmic. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can actually see literally us cycling through those, because we can see these rhythmic pulses. Mr. Boots, and then he went meow. I don't know what he tried to say, but he got a meow, Rory.
It is choppy and weird. The cool thing about the spirit box is you can actually record the signal onto a memory card and play it back. So I actually have the isolated audio right here. Check this out.
Yo.
That's some horror movie shit.
Yeah.
That's some
Sounds really
paranormal
cool.
activity. Listen to this one more time. Really don't like that. I actually really don't like playing that back. So what do you think? Do you think the vaults are actually haunted or just full of spiders? Which in my opinion is actually maybe scarier. Let us know in the comments, and if you want to listen to our full investigation of the Edinburgh Vaults, you can do so right now. Our full-length episode is out right now, wherever you listen to your podcasts.